The Galactic Council Hall was silent, too silent. Thousands of alien eyes watched the humans standing at the center of the chamber. Every species seemed afraid, yet none of them showed it openly. The council speaker, a tall alien with shimmering scales, raised his staff and declared the final decision. Humanity is hereby banished from all council space. The words echoed like a hammer hitting metal. For a moment, even the air felt frozen. The human delegation, led by Commander Rhea Lawson, did not move. Not a single expression changed on their faces. They had expected this decision, but hearing it announced to the entire galaxy still hit like a deep cut. The council claimed humans were too unpredictable, too adaptive, and too dangerous for the balance of the galaxy. But everyone knew the truth. Humans learned faster than any species. They survived situations others called impossible. And most importantly, they refused to obey anyone's rules blindly. Fear, not justice, was the real reason for their exile. Guards approached, ready to escort the humans out. But Commander Rhea simply looked around the hall once, slowly, memorizing every alien face. There was no anger in her eyes, only a cold, silent promise. As the doors closed behind the human group, whispers spread through the council chamber. Without support, they will fall. They cannot survive the outer silence. They will fade away. But outside, aboard the human flagship Vanguard 01, something very different was happening. There was no panic, no fear, only determination. The captain looked at the stars ahead and spoke a single quiet line that changed humanity's future. Banished? Good. Now we rise on our own terms. And in that moment, a new path began, a path that would shake the entire galaxy. Far beyond the Council's borders, humanity entered a region of space known as the Outer Silence. It was a place no species dared to explore, filled with unstable stars, dead planets, strange radiation, and ancient wrecks drifting through darkness. The aliens believed humanity would break here. But they forgot one important truth. Humans did not fear the unknown. Humans studied it. Inside a massive asteroid field, hidden from every star map, the humans built their first secret base, Outpost Helios. Engineers, scientists, and soldiers worked day and night, powered by anger, hope, and a single mission. Humanity will not die in exile. The first ships they built were nothing like the old, Council-approved designs. These new ships were heavier, faster, stronger, and far more dangerous. They carried experimental engines that bent space in ways other races refused to test. Their weapons could pierce shields that other species believed were unbreakable. They named the new fleet the Shadow Fleet, a force born from silence, built in secrecy, shaped by survival. As months passed, strange signals began appearing across abandoned star systems. Rumors spread in pirate networks and black markets. Some claimed they saw blue engine trails moving inside dark nebulae. Others reported ghost-like ships passing through radiation storms untouched. The Council dismissed every report. Impossible. Humans have no resources. They are exiled. They cannot build anything. They will not survive long. But in the outer silence, humanity thrived. Commander Rhea stood on the bridge of Vanguard 01, watching the new fleet form. Hundreds of ships, glowing with blue light, filled the void. They were not just weapons, they were a message. If the galaxy shuts its doors to us, we build our own empire. And with that, the Shadow Fleet prepared for its first move. Months passed, and the Shadow Fleet grew stronger in the outer silence. But the galaxy had not forgotten humanity. Curious, nervous, and secretly afraid, one powerful alien empire decided to investigate. They believed humans were weak after exile. They believed they would find broken ships, starving colonies, or empty ruins. So, they sent a patrol fleet of 12 cruisers toward the Forbidden Zone. As they entered the dark nebula, lights flickered. Their scanners glitched. A strange blue energy pulse rippled across their systems. Suddenly, every ship in the alien fleet received the same automated warning. You are entering restricted human territory. Turn back. The aliens laughed. Humans cannot claim territory. They have no authority. Proceed. They cannot stop us. But then the nebula parted, and something enormous moved inside the fog. A human dreadnought, a monster of metal and power, emerged with glowing blue lines running across its hull. It was 10 times larger than the aliens expected humans could ever build. Its engines hummed with a deep vibration that shook every alien ship in the fleet. The alien commander ordered all weapons ready. But before they could fire, a calm human voice echoed through their ships. "We do not seek war, but we do not kneel." Silence. Then the dreadnought activated its shields so bright and powerful the alien sensors overloaded. The aliens panicked. They had never seen such technology. Their cruisers began to back away. The human dreadnought did not attack. It simply held its position, blocking their path like a silent guardian. What frightened the aliens was not the weapons. It was the confidence, the message behind the presence, the proof that exile had not weakened humanity. It had forged something greater. The alien fleet fled and carried the story back to the galaxy. A new rumor began spreading. Humanity has returned, and they are not the same. The alien patrol's report reached the Galactic Council within hours. At first, the council members refused to believe it. They argued, shouted, and dismissed everything as an exaggeration. How could humanity, banished, isolated, resource-starved, build a dreadnought stronger than anything in known space? But then, the recordings played on the central screen. The giant human dreadnought hovered in the nebula like a sleeping titan. Its blue engine glow spread through the storm clouds. Its metal armor looked thicker than any council warship. And the most terrifying part, its weapons were never fully revealed. "Impossible," one counselor whispered. "No species builds that fast," another trembled. "This should not exist." Panic spread through the chamber like wildfire. If humans could build one ship like that, how many more existed in the outer silence? Secret files began to surface. Reports of missing pirate fleets, strange energy readings near dead stars, unknown ships moving faster than council scanners could track. Everything pointed to one truth. Humanity had evolved beyond the council's control. General Raxer of the VYEH Coalition slammed his fist on the table. "We must strike them before they become unstoppable." But the council speaker shook his head. "Strike with what? Our fleets are outdated. Their technology is ahead. Even if we attacked, we may lose everything." Every species realized something terrifying. By pushing humanity into darkness, they had forced humans to break limits no one else dared to challenge. Meanwhile, in the outer silence, humanity listened. Commander Rhea stood inside the Vanguard 01 war room, watching intercepted council messages. Fear, confusion, and anger. Humans saw it all, and they knew the galaxy finally understood the mistake made on the day of exile. Rhea's voice was steady and cold. "Let them fear. The age of humanity has begun." The Shadow Fleet, now 1,000 strong, prepared for its next move. The Shadow Fleet no longer hid in the outer silence. It had grown too large, too advanced, and too powerful to stay in the dark. Humanity had forged a new identity, strong, united, and unafraid. And now, it was time to step back into the galaxy that once rejected them. The first sign of humanity's return came when a dying colony of the THRYNN species sent a desperate distress signal. Their world was burning under a pirate invasion. The council refused to help. Their fleets were too slow, too old, too scattered. But humanity heard the call. 3 human dreadnoughts burst out of warp above the THRYNN world. Their engines roared like thunder. Within minutes, human troops deployed from orbit and crushed the pirate forces with precision the galaxy had never seen. The battle ended before the council could even respond. When the smoke cleared, the THRYNN looked up at the sky and whispered, "Humans saved us." The news spread like wildfire. The species the council had thrown away was now saving worlds that the council refused to protect. Diplomats, leaders, and even old enemies began reaching out to humanity, some for help, some for alliances, and some out of pure fear. At the same time, human fleets moved silently through unclaimed regions, establishing new stations, new colonies, and new strongholds. Every move was strategic. Every step extended humanity's reach. Inside the Vanguard 01, Commander Rhea stood before her officers. A holographic map of the galaxy glowed before them. Dozens of regions now shimmered in blue, the color of human expansion. From exile, Rhea said, "We built strength. From strength, we now build our place among the stars." Earth was no longer a lost world. It was a rising superpower, one that moved with purpose, not revenge. But the final step was still ahead. A return to the Council's doorstep. The Galactic Council's capital world, Erinder Prime, had never known fear. For thousands of years, its skies were safe, its fleets unmatched, its power unquestioned. But on this day, everything changed. It began with a shadow passing over the planet. Then another. Then hundreds. The entire Shadow Fleet emerged from warp above the Council's seat of power. Dreadnoughts, carriers, cruisers, and colossal fortress ships filled the sky like a second metal ocean. Their blue engine glow lit the atmosphere. Their weapons were powered, but silent. The council chambers shook as alarms blared. "They've come to destroy us. Prepare. Evacuation." We should never have exiled them. But when the humans opened communications, there was no anger in their voices, only calm strength. Commander Rhea appeared as a hologram before every council leader. Her eyes were steady, her presence unshaken. "When you banished us," she said, "you believed we would fade away. Instead, you created a force stronger than anything in your galaxy." No one could argue. Outside, the Shadow Fleet stood like an unstoppable wall around the planet. Rhea continued, "We do not come to burn your world. We come to correct your mistake. Today, the Council will choose peace under new terms or war you cannot win." Silence filled the chamber. Every species stared at the images of human warships, ships built from exile, forged by struggle, fueled by determination. The VYEH general lowered his weapon first. "We choose peace." One by one, every representative followed. At that moment, Rhea gave a small nod. "Good. Humanity does not seek destruction. We seek destiny." The Shadow Fleet powered down weapons. The blockade opened. The galaxy took its first breath of relief. And from that day forward, history recorded a single truth. The Council banished humanity, but humanity returned to lead the galaxy.